Hey y'all, this is your Auntie TJ here. You know, I remember my first conversation with Mr. Randolph. You know, we met online and I reached out to him. And I remember before we actually met in person, I said to him, I said it in jest, but I really meant it. I said, is it too much to ask for a man to have all of his teeth? Is it too much to ask for him not to have man boobs? And he listened, he said, no, it's not too much to ask. So with that said, just like y'all need to be attractive, you need us to be attractive in your eyes, okay? You all need to be attractive in ours. And part of that is a nice pair of pearly whites, straight teeth, if you got some benefits. Because a guy I went out on a couple of dates with before I met Mr. Randolph, nice guy, could have been a great provider, had been working in law enforcement for many years. He could have stood to lose some weight. But the thing that got me is when he was speaking to me, there were holes in his mouth. So somebody might say, well, TJ, that's superficial. You can look past that. He was a nice guy. Maybe I should have. I couldn't. Y'all are visual. We are visual. Okay? Question for you. Before I get to the question, I've been seeing for the past year plus, shout out to Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, about what men want, fit, feminine, friendly, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have a problem with that. I agree. Talking about how men are visual, okay? I get that too. Understand it too. And how we women look over good dudes and blah, blah, blah. I get that too. I don't disagree with that. My question is this. Even though y'all are visual, how come we can't be? How come it's important for us to be attractive to you, but for y'all not to be attracted to us? I got to be able to look at you straight up. And I'm just going to keep it 1,000 wow. And I'm saying this in love. Listen to my nephews. Just like my nieces, they need to get themselves in shape. And that's why I get my ass out in the gym several times a week, because the older you get, the more difficult it gets, no doubt. But you young men, some of y'all need to get y'all asses in the gym too. And yes, you're good dudes. I get that. But we got to be able to look at you. Okay? We have to want to be able to be intimate with you. And I'm just going to say it, doggone it. Sometimes you being a good guy is just not good enough. It should be, but it's not. We've got to be able to look at you. You ain't got to be the finest thing in the world, but you got to be fine to me. And that's reasonable. Me and Mr. Randolph had my dog is doing this thing. Me and Mr. Randolph had discussions early on because we're in our 50s. It don't get no easier to lose weight, whether you're a man or a woman, the older you get, okay? My husband's a truck driver. I've seen some truck drivers out on the road and they look a hot ass mess. But I'm gonna submit to you this. I promised him that my stomach is not gonna stick out farther than my titties. And in like fashion, he promised me his stomach is not gonna stick out farther than his you know what. I'm just saying. And that's reasonable. That's reasonable. That is reasonable. So just like y'all want to be attracted to us, which is reasonable, we want to be attracted to you. So men, nephews, get your hair cut. Go to an image consultant. Go to anybody that can help you, put a couple of pieces together. Because my son-in-law is a big guy. He got swag though. He do. He got swag. And I'm not saying that, he out doing, because he was never like that, but he got swag. He can hang a suit on himself. Hush, boy. He can put some stuff together. And what he couldn't put together, my daughter helped him with. So ladies, don't be so crazy where you feel like you can't tweak some stuff because Mr. Randolph, dude, hush. Stop it. Because Mr. Randolph, we had some tweaking to do with his wardrobe. But I was already attracted to him, though. I was already attracted to him. So we can work with some wardrobes and stuff like that, ladies. Don't get grand. But gentlemen, you got to comb your hair. Gotta look neat. If you need to get with a mentor to help you tweak some things with respect to how you engage a woman, because I'm gonna tell you something, I don't need a man to talk as much as me. I don't. Okay? So again, ladies, commit ourselves to the fact that our stomachs will not stick out farther than our boobs. Gentlemen, that your stomachs don't stick out farther than your you-know-what. Shout out to DJ Academics from Fresh and Fit the other night. I just happened to see that. And that's reasonable. A reasonable service to each other. Let me know what you think in the comments. Ciao for now.